This is presented by HPS Trade, Japanese freight forwarder in Thailand. Hello, it's Ino. Today I would like to explain about BL endorsement, which is done in ocean freight forwarding. First of all, what does BL endorsement mean? It is a signature written on the back of BL. We sometimes arrange for endorsement of BL in a hurry, when we pick up the cargo at the import side and find that there is nothing written on the back of BL. Today, I will explain in detail about endorsement of BL, when and by whom is necessary. So let's get started. First of all, please understand that BL stands Bill of Lading, which means it is securities. BL is the document that proves who is the owner of the cargo, which is transported by ship or plane and delivered from the exporter to the importer. BL signed called endorsement transfers the right of ownership from the exporter to the importer. In addition, endorsement on BL by the importer allows the forwarder to pick up the shipment as the importer's agent. So, let's take a closer look about endorsement of BL. The front side of BL contains the shipper, consignee and cargo details. On the back side, there is a lot of fine print in light gray or others. There is written the terms and conditions, which is the contract of carriage with the shipping company issuing BL. The company's seal is stamped on the terms and conditions printed on the back of BL and the person from that company signs it. This company name and signature is called endorsement. I have seen endorsements in the corners, or in the blank space where there is no printing on the back of BL. However, there is no problem in writing endorsement over the terms and conditions. Also, it is normal to write endorsement at an angle so that the terms and conditions can be read. Now that you know what endorsement is, let's talk about whose endorsement is required. First of all, it is important to note that whose endorsement is needed depends on description of BL. There is the description of the exporter and importer on BL. BL that includes the name and address of the importer is called straight BL. On the other hand, which written to order, or to order shipper on consignee section, instead of the specific name is called order BL. The person who writes endorsement is different between straight BL and order BL. In straight BL, the names of the exporter or importer are listed on consignee section. When straight BL is issued, it is common for the exporter to send BL directly to the importer. Once the cargo arrives at the importing country, the ownership inevitably transfers to the importer. Therefore, the exporter's endorsement on BL can be omitted. Then, the importer does endorsement on BL as proof of receipt of the shipment. On the other hand, in order BL, it is not clear at first glance who the importer is, since to order, or to order of someone, third party, is written on consignee section. These BL are that you can know the next owner by indicating the owner of BL by the instructor of to order. In the case of order BL, it is important what is written in the consignee section. If consignee section says to order, or to order of shipper, shipper's endorsement is required first. In this case, shipper, who is the rightful owner of the cargo, has the right to indicate the next rightful owner. However, in most cases, only shipper's signature is endorsed and the next rightful owner is not specified. This is called blank endorsement of shipper. Next, there may be that on order BL, consignee section says to order of the bank or a third party. In that case, you will need endorsement of the bank or third party. As long as you have the bank or third party endorsement, you do not need the shipper's signature. The bank or third party would not be the final importer, so you will need endorsement of the final importer in addition to them. You should pay attention here. When the bank or third party endorse on BL, they need to add one more phrase. It is to order of the actual owner of the shipment, the name and signature of the bank or third party. This endorsement is called special endorsement. Special endorsement is used when a bank or third party is designated as consignee, and then the final importer's endorsement will be done on BL. It is important to remember that this BL endorsement is often done for LC settlement. I have explained endorsement of BL so far. I would like to add something about waybill and surrendered BL, which are without the original BL. In principle, waybill is in a state that anyone can pick up the cargo. However, in order to prevent it, some shipping companies register the importer's endorsement in advance and will not hand over the pickup documents without the endorsement. Also, in case of surrendered BL, Some companies require the importer to endorse a copy of the surrendered BL at the importing point, while BL is collected at the exporting point. It is best to check with the forwarder when you hand over BL. I explained endorsement of BL, this time. If you are an exporter, you need to sign BL if consignee is not on it. And if an importer, need it for any BL. If you have the original BL, check the back of it to make sure that there is a signature, which will lead to smooth import and export arrangements. That's all for today. Thank you very much for your time.
In this channel, I explain about international logistics knowledge for your better understanding. I hope this video will be a good support for your logistics job. If you have any shipment from Thailand or to Thailand, please feel free to contact me, Ino-san, anytime. Also, I'm very motivated to keep updating these videos. If you subscribe, press good or comment anything. Well, thank you. See you next time.